Here we are on our first full day in London, and today we decided to go to Stonehenge. We did book our tour ahead of time. We'll put a link for the tour that we took from Get Your Guide down in the description of the video.
We got up nice and early so that we could walk about 45 minutes to the pickup location and stop and get a snack on the way.
There are several options for the tour.
We chose to go with the option that takes us to Windsor.
You can also include baths and the tour at Oxford, depending on which option you choose to go with.
The first stop on our tour was the Windsor Castle. The grounds were absolutely spectacular, made for great photo opportunities. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to take any pictures or video inside the castle, so you'll just have to enjoy these pictures from the outside.
We just finished touring the castle at Windsor. It's behind us at the end of the street. The town here at Windsor is really cute. There's all kinds of shops and stuff. The tour company gives you about 2.5 to 3 hours to walk around town, tour the castle and all that, and it was really worth it. This part of the tour has been really great.
The castle was really cool on the inside. They had tons of absolutely beautiful artwork, and we also got to go into the chapel.
The next stop on our tour was Stonehenge, and if you've been following along with us, then you know that I am a sucker for some ancient ruins. Stonehenge dates back to somewhere between 3000 and 1500 BC, which means the structure could be as much as 5,000 years old.
Here we are at Stonehenge. There are different tours that you can buy if you book ahead of time. If you want to get the inner circle tour where you actually get to go in and touch the stones on the inside, they do it before the park opens and after the park closes, but you have to book it way in advance, like months and months in advance. We looked a couple months ago and we're not able to get tickets, so look about 6 months before you come to England.
Another option is they also do the summer and winter solstice ones. We were not going to be here when they were doing those, so that is something to also look out for when you are planning your trip.
We got really lucky with beautiful weather the day that we went to Stonehenge. It rained a little bit before we got there, and then once we arrived, the rain had stopped. It is green all the way around Stonehenge, so if you keep walking, there are plenty of places to get tons of beautiful photos.
All in all, I'd say that this tour was absolutely worth it. I would highly recommend it. I will include a link for this tour down in the description of the video. There are several different options if you want to include Baths or Oxford or Salisbury. There's several options that they include in this. If you include the third stop in addition to Stonehenge and Windsor, then it really does make it an all-day affair. So you'll be coming in later and possibly leaving earlier than we did. We didn't leave until 8 in the morning and we got back at 6 p.m. So just doing the 2 stops I felt worked well for us, but again, that's totally up to you guys. What was your favorite part of the tour?
I think my favorite part was learning all about Stonehenge. We had a really awesome tour guide that gave us a ton of history and a ton of information. And then when we were at the Windsor Castle, she also, before we got off the bus, gave us a ton of information just about the history of Windsor Castle, the history of the royal family. It just was really helpful going into Stonehenge and going into the Windsor Castle, already having that information.
Windsor Castle was beautiful. I wasn't aware that there was a town all built up around it. So like that whole area right around the castle, we walked through all the shops and stuff around there. It was really nice. So even if you're not taking the tour, you can take the train just to Windsor and walk around the town and go see the castle and stuff without booking a private tour.
We also got to see the guard change at Windsor Castle. That happened around 11 o'clock. That was kind of a happy accident. We weren't really planning to watch it, but we were walking around and we just happened to be in the right place at the right time. So if you want to find somewhere that's going to be a little bit less busy than the Buckingham Palace to watch the guard change, Windsor Castle is a great option.
If you're wanting to drive yourself out to Stonehenge, it's about 2 hours each way. So if you've rented a car for your trip to London, then just be aware that it's going to be about 2 hours driving each way from London.
I hope you found this video helpful and let us know if you take a trip to Stonehenge.
Like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next time.